Hello and welcome to episode 11 of How Do We Solve a Problem Like Korea. How do I solve a problem like Korea? I do have a problem now because after a period of relatively easy and straightforward expansion, I have run into difficulties with revolts on the southern island of the Japanese chain. I'm slightly concerned that they are going to progress and that this is going to be considered progress because of their presence here, that they are somehow going to take land from Japan and that will trigger the rebellion, which also triggers mine. This is progressing. Current progress is 1 each month because stability is less than 1. I'm really desperate to save up my tech. I think I will do that. I will try and hold off long enough to get up to tech level 5 in order to get my first national idea, and then I will try to buy up my stability a little further, and that hopefully will kill this peasants' war, because I am not going to be getting any manpower up to 50% anytime soon. I'm only gaining 186 a month. I really need more. Does my next level of technology do anything? Barracks. Yes, that would be good. If I can also get my military tech up a level, then the barracks would be very handy. The local manpower modifier, if your manpower is higher, the percentage recovery is higher. That would go a long way towards helping me get back to where I need to be. Sorry, excuse me. I am, as I usually am when playing, drinking beer. Not an alcoholic, just enjoy it. Just the times I can drink beer are similar to the times I can play. Yeah, they keep nibbling away at them, but you're not making much of a difference, are you? But I'd still rather they were on that side eating up their manpower than mine. 5 inflation, diplomatic power, yeah, go for it. All good stuff. Shipyards would be nice. Where have my cogs gone? Where are my cogs? That's a very good question. They're here. I think I can mothball them again, save a bit more cash. But not my galleys. They need to stay out there where they can keep Bungo. Yeah, I know. And as soon as I've got enough money, I'm going to be building a fort on Bungo to try to keep these rebellions down a bit. There we go again. But they're not fighting. They don't seem to be fighting. That regiment's now growing bigger. Yamana separatists. And there's Yamana. But so is that? Oh, I see. Does that Yamana still exist as a nation? Oh, not again. A revolt. Yes, they are revolting, aren't they? Yamana does still exist, which is why they're not. Right. So, before we go in, let's put the army maintenance up. Kill my... just at the beginning of the month, so it's going to be a long time before I get the morale tick up. Don't really want to do this. They've got another decent leader. They will get it back. I will get more separatism, but right now, if I go in there, they're just going to kick my backside. Dare I risk it? No, there we go. Swines. More separatism, 10 years more. Desperately need that fort there to try to keep the lid on those swines. Which I suppose is a nice realistic element of a simulation, because after all, when England conquered Wales, they built a series of forts along the border for exactly that reason, because the Welsh did not take kindly to being governed by England. Do I want to take them on? I do need to do something. Are you at full morale? You appear to be. Yep. Full strength, just about. 7-3, 7-4, margin, but then again if we get up there, their manoeuvre is better, isn't it? So do I want to... no, I know what I wanted to kill him. I'll try. Oh, there we go. Am I going to be able to catch them? No, I'm not. But I can wait here, and that way at least when they attack me, which they probably will, I can fight them in hills and have a decent chance. What can I do about you swines? Do I just need to bite the bullet and allow extra autonomy? Oh, right, that one's done because of the recent uprising. This one is down because of the real. So if there's some benefit, then it's the recent uprising. which is only going to last for another 10 years, which is useful. Does this count as having had a recent uprising as well? It does. Local unrest reduced. Now, do I want to retreat and see if they as well will, a Moto separatist will head over to the mainland? They're just at the moment hurting Japan, which is fine by me. Are they just going to sit on there? Oh, of course, yes, you've had to move out, haven't you? Well, you can move back up here. Maybe here. Got these guys to look after you anyway. What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there? Does this get you towards enforcing your demands? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah, because they're holding that, so there's a risk that it will progress. Here they come. Let's see how this goes. Will I get the terrain advantage? I will. Good, that's something. Sadly they get a better roll to start with. Ugh, they're getting good rolls. Oh, come on, they're getting fantastic rolls. Yeah, go away, I don't care. Oh, come on, roll a bit better than that. That, oh, really? That's it, I suppose. Ugh. Okay, okay, we're winning it now. We're winning. We're done. Get there. Still not enough to... Okay, we've got our tech there. Fantastic, at last. We can choose an idea group, which we will momentarily. Looming disaster. It's going to cost 108. I am going to do that next. Definitely going to do that next. Do I want to spend this long? Satsuma. I don't want to start doing that until I've got the fort built, I think, because it's liable to cause problems. That's quite a long time, isn't it? But nothing better to do with it, so get it done. So, my idea. So, is everywhere now at 0 revolt risk for the next 10 years at least? Yep, yep, yep. Shame the autonomy is so high. Current root unrest is minus. Do I want to reduce this? Maybe not yet. Again, not until I build that fort and have a slightly better grip of it. So, national epic. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and legends about Sado Ayi. The legend says that in Korea's darkest hour he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in that statement, we could use this in our propaganda. I either spend a bit of cash and get some yearly prestige, which is currently dropping, and it would arrest that decline and put it into a very slight increase, or lose prestige. I think I'm going to say, yep, spend the cash, and then we get a tiny little push-up, but more importantly it arrests the decline, because we're not likely to be in war any time soon. Now it's everywhere now. 0, 0, 0 unrest. Fine. You know, even though I'm desperate for the manpower, I'm going to leave the autonomy as it is. Unrest map mode. Anywhere else I need to worry about? Not really. So is that anywhere I can reduce autonomy? To try to get a bit more. -5. If I reduce this, I'll get increased 10, so not doing that. -5. -15. But I can't change it again, so that's that. -8. Korean particularists. So if that's going to take it to +2 if I increase it, so I'm not going to do that. I've just done that one. We are here at -24. Well, wow. They seem pretty happy. Let's reduce the autonomy, because it will still be at -14, which is absolutely fine. And even though it's not the richest of regions, it does give me a bit more out of it. You've got -19. That only gives +10, so let's do that. It's currently at -26. Let's decrease. -26, so let's decrease that. What else have we got? -8, let's leave it. -8. Yeah, -8. -8. -8. Bit of a pattern building up here. -5. -8. It's all 0 anywhere. Yep, these bits are all well integrated and they're all 0 autonomy. Fine. These places are now at -8 and -10, but still that recent uprising. Let's leave it for now until we've got a chance to incorporate it properly. So, losing cash. Yeah, I still want to keep that ship ready to go. Let's mothball these ones and let's reduce our expenditure on armies again, just to try and keep that in the pluses. Now, ideas. This is the where it gets interesting. What ideas do I want to go for? And I still feel military is the way to go. Although this recent I mean, I was doing okay in terms of military, so perhaps I need to think instead in terms of unifying. Influence ideas, income from vassals, no, time to fabricate claims, diplo-annex cost, aggressive expansion impact, diplomatic relations, envoy travel time, vassal army limits, and unjustified, not really. Religious unity, national unrest. Humanist would be quite good though, but that would again eat up my admin power that I need for other things. Years of separatism reduced, accepted culture threshold reduced, better relations over time. That would all be quite nice as well, but it wouldn't help me kick bottom, would it? Prestige, mercenaries, technology, advisors, inflation reduction, war exhaustion and leaders. Okay. Casus Belli, missionaries, stability costs, missionary strength, tolerance of the true faith. That could spread. Confucianism is not that widespread a religion, is it? I mean, how useful would that be? Oh, it is fairly widespread, but again, only into Ming, and that's exactly where I am not going to be going, because they are too strong. So maybe religious ideas. Economic ideas would be lovely. I do need the cash, but right now I need to deal with unrest, either by smacking it in the face or by persuading it nicely not to do it. Mercenaries, core creation, mercenary maintenance, interest, available mercenaries, possible advisors, admin tech, and goods produced. I mean, that again is not a bad one. But I still feel, with all these neighbours and all these areas, I still like the feel of this one, aristocrat. Or possibly offensive. Recruitment time, land leader fire, prestige from land battles, siege ability, land force limits, discipline, and eventually morale recovery speed. I like both. I do like both. And this is also quite nice because it does mix the army and navy abilities. So this also would be quite a nice one. Never can decide. Never can. Quantity not so much. That's just more people to throw into the meat grinder. Something with manpower recovery though would be very, very nice. And I don't know if any of these have that manpower modifier. But more manpower means more manpower recovery, doesn't it? So, and in terms of where we are with our techs, I do want to go one more level of military anyway to get barracks to start improving things. I'm not that far ahead in any of them, but I feel like I need admin more than most because of all the coring and such like and the stability boost that I need to do. I do think that I am going to go with military for my first idea. I might go with expansion for my second, depending on what the situation is that I find myself in when I'm here to make that choice. But for now, I think aristocratic. Up to the cavalry would be nice to combine with the up to to my where is it? Somewhere I do have infantry compatibility, but that's only when I finish. That's a while away, but it would be nice anyway. So aristocratic, yeah, aristocratic for the manpower modifier as much as anything. Go for it. We're going with aristocratic to start off with, but we are going to wait. Oh, is it 22%? Right. Soon as I've got the admin power, we are going to boost that, because it is starting to get a little bit too close for comfort. 23%. It's going to happen in. Doesn't say. But well, you know, need 108, 25 power available. Fortunately, that's my focus. It's going up quite a bit. So we'll but I still haven't got enough to build this thing. At least I don't have any loans to pay off. And I am pretty much the bottom of the pile at the moment. Is that 100% because it's just rounding off and it doesn't measure anybody beneath 100, or am I exactly 100? Not going to do that yet. I want the barracks first to boost my manpower. But I desperately need a fort here as well. How much cash are we making? A trickle. Could probably push down my... I could take down the army maintenance more, I think, yeah, because there's zero unrest here at the moment. Mind you, do I still need reinforcements? I do a bit. Okay, we need to leave it on a tiny bit just so they get reinforced. And it still leaves me more cash. Right, go for it. Boot up the speed, because again, this is at the moment mostly waiting for stuff to happen. How are we doing on the disaster? 28%. Come on, let's get this up, please. Let's get up to a 1 stability, see if I can kill this. I really, really can't afford a peasants' war. That would break me. Come on, 102. We need 108 next month. Boof. There we go. And we've for now stopped the peasants' war. Still need to get our manpower up, and it's got a long way to go. 192 each month, which is pathetic. Nearly ready for shipyards. I might build one shipyard. But, aha, fort. Let's build a castle. Done. It'll take a while, but it's done. We'll build another one further up later. Up here somewhere. Try to keep track of these. Maybe one there too, later. Kings had to keep... oh, not cash. Kings had to keep unruly nobles in line through many methods. One of the most common was cold, hard cash. Nobles would demand increased pensions for exchange for relinquishing certain rights to the king. Oh, stability I've just bought up. Oh, national tax. I don't have to pay anything. Fine. Fine, whatever. And we can do shipyards now. I don't need the Diplo power for anything else. And I want to get up to... when do we get the next one of these anyway? 9 for the Arquebusier. That's Asian step cavalry, which would be nice, especially with the boost to our box. More. Why? What's going on now? Ah, has recent uprising expired? Could have done. In Jirim. It's not down here, is it? It's not. Nope, they're all blissfully happy at the moment. Where's Jirim there? It is because recent uprising has now expired. And autonomy decreased. Has not. Okay, let's get you back out of here. And you here. Get yourselves up here, please. Yep, transport away. Have they dealt with those rebels now? Appear to have done. You can come here as well then, and we'll mothball you to keep you out of trouble. Yep. Mothball. If the rebels come back, we'll bring you out. Just to try to keep that cash up. Now would be an excellent time to build another fort there as well, wouldn't it? But I imagine I can't do that whilst there's conversion going on. Uzbek and Ming, don't care about either of you. Well, I do care about Ming, obviously. But somehow I don't think you're going to be in trouble. What's our relationship looking like, just to keep an eye on it? You know, let's just top that off, there's no reason not to. Just remember how brilliant we are. There we are, we love you. We love you, Ming. Especially your porcelain. So what's more important at the moment? Saving for another fort or starting to build barracks when I get the opportunity? I think the barracks. Perhaps. Well, forts help slow down conquest of the lands. More soldiers also help do that, but are a bit more mobile and useful. So I think the barracks are the way to go. But we need a few more. Yeah, it's going to be a little while yet. Still, oh no, Diplotech, we're about where we need to be. But we're still behind on the others. Still a bit behind. We have got a bit slow now, haven't we? A year and so to go on the castle. It'll make a big difference to my defensibility down here. Where's my highest risk? Jurem, by the look of it. You go for that. Let's see what difference that makes. It should do. Friendly troops and all that. Friendly troops 0.27, presumably because of the low funding. Trade. Do I want to build trade? I want to build a dockyard, but not right now. I've got too many other things to spend cash on. Okay, recall the diplomat. They love us, that's fine. Buildings, where are you? Here. Trade buildings. Oh, look at that. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? An extra 12. Got to do it. Got to do it. There we go. Too much money not to. Too much cash not to. It's an investment, really, isn't it? It allows. Oh yeah, you can go to dock, and we can mothball you too for a bit more cash again. And we are going to keep going until we can build another fort. Well, no, not going to build another fort first. We're going to build barracks first as soon as the opportunity presents itself. We're going to save those pennies for barracks, not forts. Not yet. Urban dwellers, stability or legitimacy? It's got to be legitimacy. I can't afford to keep buying up stability right now. Army organizer, spy master. So does that mean I've got some new options here? Anybody new turned up? Trade efficiency, spy defense, relations over time, discipline, morale, national unrest. You're not working very hard at the moment, are you? Stability cost, it's all good stuff. Aha! There we go. Nope, not you. Here. We have got the next military bonus which I wanted. Bang! We've got it. Which means we get some... Oh, and next one we want... Right, see, now... I guess we want to keep going then, despite having that naval, that military idea group. Start getting cannons would be a lovely idea, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. But that's going to be a while off. A good while off. Is it worth hanging on to? So, we got the Arquebus. We improved these. Samurai cavalry, indeed. And we can build barracks. First of all, let's choose our new troops. We've got to improve the samurai cavalry. Have shock in 2 pips of shock and morale, whereas the Asian steppe cavalry have defensive shock. We'll go with the samurai cavalry, I guess. Offensive Asian foot soldiers. They keep saying very non-PC things, I suppose. That's why they're so offensive. And 1 of 4 forts is active. We'll have another castle very shortly. Let's just wait for that to get popped. And I will call a halt to this one soon, but first I want to do a before and after on my income with the marketplace. Thank goodness that is here now. That's going to help keep this place a little safer. Does the presence of a castle make a difference? Doesn't say so. Recent uprising. No, we know that can expire, and it will expire shortly, so I'm not going to reduce this autonomy any further. I'll let it reduce of its own accord. So currently, income. Shortly, 50 days before it's this happens, trade is at 3.94. 394 for a total of 508. Got to close that because it won't update if it's open, I don't think. So let's see what happens after this. And bingo, marketplace. Now what do we have? Still 394, and a whole extra 0.10th of a well, 100th, is it? Yeah, brilliant. That was well worth it. Never mind, eh? Still, we are going to call a halt to it there, and I shall see you next time, I hope. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.